the other side of you is you're a dad. Recently, how old is little Arlo now?
Just turned 4 months. So
Yep.
This is what he's keen to talk about. Look, he's glowing.
And how has being a dad to Arlo changed your life up until this point?
It's been pretty good. He's sleeping really well. Kia's been amazing through the whole lot. Just amazing to see what she does. Like, just feels like it all comes naturally to her. But she's going really well. Really shouldering the load, I guess, when I'm away, and having the hammy sort of with a bit of a silver lining. Got to stay home for the first 3 weeks of his life, and then able to work out what works for us as a parent and a couple for helping to raise Arlo. But going as he gets more and more, as he starts to give more and more back to you, it's harder to go to work every day. So, but he's gone really well.
No, but I love that you brought up that silver lining of, yes, you had an injury, but I think you obviously had to flip the way you were thinking, in the sense that you could actually then be a dad for that period of time. And I think that just puts an emphasis on how important it is to have your partner's family, other things happening outside of football that can get you through those tough times. I suppose, would that be something you put it to, in order for you to get back, you really relied on Kia and Arlo through that period? And how'd you get through that tough time?
Yeah, when I was getting carried off through the race, that was the thing that first come to my mind, that I'd have Arlo there. Would have been a bit tricky if Kia went into labour as I was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was 4 days later she was into labour, so she went 4 days over, which actually helped out.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
She is a superstar.
She's held on.
She was sick of it, but I was like, thank God. But definitely having that, something to come home to every day, and just brightens up your world, and just even if you're having like a really bad day or something, you go home and he's smiling at you. Is really cool.
I love that. And Arlo, the name Arlo, I wanted to ask you about. Did you guys have, how did you pick the name? Talk us through this process. Was it all Kia? Did you have some input? Tell us how it worked.
So I gave up 2 names to Kia.
Yep.
We were pretty much on the same wavelength. But I gave 2 names to Kia and she picked. But he's actually named after a dog we saw at a park. So that was it.
How good's telling him that in 10 years' time?
There's
a few Arlos going around now.
You want to be a good-looking dog. Yeah. What sort of dog was it?
It's a golden retriever. It was pretty good.
Oh, you'll cop that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we got the name from. But there's a few Arlo's becoming a pretty popular name, I think, going around. I think Phil Merriman's kid is Arlo.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
So, through the short time of being a dad, what's been the easiest or the hardest thing about being a dad? Like harder, or anything easier than you expected, or harder than you expected?
Harder. Changing nappies are actually pretty easy at this stage because they're not on solids. We thought that would be the hardest, but apparently when they start going to solids, it gets a lot worse. Probably the hardest was the early days when he wasn't sleeping and had to get up. Like at the hospital was pretty. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this for the rest of my life.
How good's for the rest of me life?
But he's actually a really good sleeper, so we got pretty lucky.
Yay.
But no, he's pretty chill, to be honest.
So you'd say the sleep and sleep deprivation in that first little period.
Yeah.
Hardest part.
Well, Kia was breastfeeding as well, so
I
couldn't really do too much at night because he'd wake up and
she'd have feed, to go.
So, it would have been a lot tougher on Kia, but I was pretty cool. I got the old tap on the shoulder. Go, get up and change the nappy.
All right. Yeah. No, that's great. He's worked the front bar, he's worked the back bar, he's a forward and back and a dad. He's the man of many talents. Yeah. I love it.
And then, you sort of touched on it about how good Kia's been and that. And, have you got this might be a small chance to really pump her up and really let us know the real Kia and everything she's done sort of through this period as well. Is there anything that you would love to put out there?
Don't stuff this up, Cox. She's listening.
Good chance to pump her up.
Oh, just everything I've mentioned there, just like all the little stuff, like breastfeeding during the night and waking up, once or twice a night to breastfeed. And then, when I'm obviously here, it can't be easy looking after someone 24/7. So, it's pretty tough on her, but she's handling it really well. And she's all over everything, like everything she's learnt, read books, watched videos.
Amazing.
She's really carrying the load and teaching me as well as we go because, it's first timers for us. So
But then also your job is also amazing, and you'll be inspiring Arlo as well as he grows up, knowing his dad did this for a job, but also that's the reason, you play as well now for your family and for him to see that he can grow up with whatever dream he wants, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. It's given me a lot more purpose to, we all have a purpose as players, and that just adds to my purpose, and, hopefully he can play really well, and then hopefully he can remember a few games, and it'll be exciting.